and as you've probably already guessed, it's time for another retro game bargain hunt. And you've seen the footage, so you know, I'll just elaborate and just kind of show you the pickups and just show you what I've got. Yeah, so I trailed through loads of charity shops, and to be honest, I wasn't that successful as far as, you know, old games go, but I got a few PS2 and one PS1 title, and then afterwards I visited a retro game shop in my local area, so I picked up a few other little goodies, so you know, it wasn't all bad. So yeah, starting off, I mentioned in the video about Max Payne 2. obviously, you know, you would have seen how much it was going for at one of the British Heart Foundation stores that I visited, and then to walk into Cash Converters and then find it there for like 50p, which is how much it was, I was chuffed to bits. I mean, I love the Max Payne series. The first one's absolutely brilliant. The third one's alright, and this one's pretty damn good as well. So I was definitely happy to pick Max Payne 2 up for 50p from Cash Converters. So happy days. Now what else did I get from Cash Converters? I actually got quite a bit from there because they seem to be like the cheapest. Now, like I mentioned, you know, in the footage, it's strange how Cash Converters are charging less than charity shops. You know, you'd think they'd be gouging prices loads, Cash Converters, but they don't. Anyway, moving on. I got Pacific Warriors 2. I didn't know much about this game, but obviously it's a World War II set, like aerial combat game, and yeah, I mean, you can choose sides between the Japanese and the Americans. Obviously, given the title, it's obviously the Pacific conflict in World War II. But, you know, you get to take control of loads of planes and, you know, bomb targets and have dogfights and stuff. And for £1, I thought that looked pretty cool. So I picked that up. By the way, these are all complete in box with manuals and all that. But I'm not going to bother opening them all up for you. I'm sure you trust us. Next, another game I've never played. It's SOCOM 2 US Navy SEALs. I remember playing one of the SOCOM games on PS2 and really enjoying it. And I mean, I'm talking like 12, 13 years ago here. I remember them being very like tactical, and you know, you've got to kind of order your squad around, and you know, just kind of manage your whole you know, your two separate teams. There'll be like an alpha team and a bravo team, and you can kind of, you know, place them in different positions to get the best firing points, or you know, to move around enemies, and you know, it's very tactical. It's like a third person shooter, but it's a lot more than that. I think it's like very tactical, really. So I kind of enjoy that. I don't just like to, you know, run into action, all guns blazing. I like to do a bit of preparation, and you know, just for it to be a little bit more complicated than just running and gunning. So yeah, this just adds loads of like tactical things to the kind of third person shooter element. I'm looking forward to playing that. I'm sure it's loads and loads of fun. That was £1 from Cash Converters as well, so you know, happy days, kind of going around. Also, you see in the video, Cash Converters, the one and only solitary PS1 game that was in there, and the only PS1 game like I found out in the charity shops and stuff, or you know, Cash Converters on the day that I went out, and it's Dancing Stage Party Edition. It was only £1, so whenever I see a PS1 game and it's £1 or under, I always pick it up. No matter what it is. Obviously, you've seen the Who Wants to Be a Millionaire PS1 game there. There's no way I was paying £2.50 for that piece of shite. But if it was £1, I would have picked it up, you know. But like I say, this was £1, and yeah, it's made by Konami, and I'm sure it's just going to be one of them, you know, dance mat games that were, you know, all the rage back in the PS1 era. So not the best, but you know, I bet it's fun. I'm sure the kids will enjoy it anyway. It's by Konami, and it's featuring Kylie and S Club 7 and more. Oh, Kylie and S Club 7, that's enough for me. That's all I need on any dancing stage game. Party edition as well. That was £1, complete in box. I mean, the box is a bit battered, but you expect that with PS1 games. I mean, you can always take your worst ones, and if they've got decent boxes, just kind of switch them over. That's what I do. Now the next one you've seen in the video as well, Cell Damage. It's a carton game. I'd never heard of it until I'd seen a GameSack video. It was, I think they've done 2 like carton game videos. I think this was in the second one. Yeah, Cell Damage Overdrive on PS2. It just looks like a really fun carton game, and there's loads of, you know, vehicular combat. Is that the right word? You know, you're fighting in cars, basically picking up power-ups and all that kind of juicy goodness. But this time, you know, you're not just racing. There is actually like just battles, kind of like a Destruction Derby style, where you're just in a fighting arena rather than, you know, fighting and racing. And yeah, I mean, it says 9 out of 10 on the box. Like I say, you kind trust that. But I remember seeing it, I'm sure I did, on a GameSack carton games video. So I was happy to pick that up, and that was £1.75 from was it Mind? Aye, that was it, Mind. That's the only Mind charity shop I know of, actually, to tell you the truth. Anyway, so I didn't really have shitloads of luck. So what I thought I'd do is, there's a local retro game store called That Retro Game Store in Newcastle City Centre, which is where I was, you know, throwing all the charity shops. And I thought I'd just go in there and just treat myself to something a bit more expensive than my £5 limit, because I didn't find anything that really, you know, made us think, ooh yeah, I've got to have that. And usually I do. So like I say, it's hit or miss in the charity shops and stuff, and I think this time was more of a miss, so I just thought I'd treat myself at That Retro Game Store. Now in all my infinite wisdom, I didn't get any footage. I was kind of burned out in on filming that day, and I just wanted to go into a shop and just kind of take my time looking and browsing and just having a crack on with a guy. In hindsight, maybe I should have gotten some footage, but I'm sure on another video I'll go back there and get some more. Yeah, so this is a PS1 game I got. This is just some generic bollocks that I got, but he had it for £1. It's Toca Touring Cars on PS1. It's the Platinum one. It's complete in box, and I remember having loads of fun with this as a kid. I used to love racing games, especially the rally games. But Toca Touring Cars, you know, it's all on circuits and stuff. But it's, well, from what I remember, it's pretty good. And it's only a £1, you know, just kind of generic sports title that he's got there. He's got loads of crappy PS1 games for £1, so I thought I'd pick that up anyway. But it gets better, don't worry. Yes, I picked up Resident Evil 4 in one of my bargain hunt videos, and I mentioned Resident Evil 2 was my favourite Resident Evil game. So I picked up a copy of that from that retro game store in Newcastle. And yeah, it was £10. Complete in box, the manual's there, the discs are in amazing condition, so for £10 I was definitely going to get it. He actually had Resident Evil 1 there as well, but I picked 2 up. I'll get 1 another day, I'll get round to getting it. I mean, while now about the corny voice acting in 1, this kind of steps the bar up a bit, but it's still got that kind of corniness going. But as far as like fun, you know, like horror games go, like Resident Evil's right up there. I mean, everyone puts Resident Evil and Silent Hill right at the top of that list, and rightly so. You know, survival horror games were a massive thing in the late 90s, and yeah, this was the biggest, this was the juggernaut, and I love Resident Evil 2, so I'm desperate to get playing on this again. Yeah. You seen his last time, my last bargain hunt video, I got the Mega Drive, so I thought I'd make conservative effort to go and get some more Mega Drive games. Everyone seemed to enjoy that I was giving Sega some love, so I'm going to continue to do that. That's going to be a current trend. I'm going to be pushing more Sega stuff rather than just old Nintendo, because you know, I think I kind of, you know, screwed myself really, just everything being Super Nintendo and NES and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to get some more Sega love, and I thought, why not just start by buying Mortal Kombat 3. I had I've got the original and the second one, and I seen this for £10. I thought, oh, definitely I've got to have this game. I mean, back in the day, I loved Mortal Kombat. If you'd asked us back in the day as a kid, I'd have said Mortal Kombat all day long over Street Fighter 2. But as time's progressed, I kind of appreciate Street Fighter 2. I think it's just aged better, but I still love the Mortal Kombat games and the whole, you know, such nostalgic memories for us. Especially this one, just playing it at my friends like non-stop on a summer holidays, when really we should have been out playing, but well, you know, huddled in front of his portable telly in his bedroom playing this. And this is complete in box as well. The manual's a bit done in, but it's actually got some notes. I don't know if anyone follows us on Twitter, but I put this on Twitter. I had a picture of it on my Twitter. Someone's been writing the fatalities in the back, which I think is pretty cool. I think it lends a little bit of history to the game. I don't know, what do you guys think when you get a manual and it's got stuff written in the notes? Do you like it? Do you hate it? I kind of like it. I think it like adds to like the history that the game's got, and you know, it just adds a story of where it's been and previous owners and stuff. So I kind of really like it. But speaking to people on Twitter, when I put a picture on Twitter about it, I know a few people said, "Oh, I hate that." So what do you guys think? There's something for you to put in the comment section. But that's pretty much it. Like I say, I didn't have much luck in the charity shops, but I went to that retro game store in Newcastle and just spent a little bit more money than I usually would. So when I came home, I was still really, really happy. So yeah, I mean, that's it. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. It's always hit or miss. You just got to take the losses, and you know, it makes all the great hits that you have even more like memorable and worthwhile. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'd just like to thank you all for watching. I'll leave you like I always do, to see, you know, if you've liked what you've seen, you know, maybe hit that like button. If you've enjoyed it in particular, hit that subscribe button, and yeah, leave us comments, because I love all your feedback, people. It means so much, like when you know, leave your opinions and just all the other things you put in the comment section. Absolutely massively appreciated. So yeah, thanks for watching, people, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. Bye.